Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial and how I got this look right here. Step by step, showing you the products that I use, the techniques that I use, and just all of that. After my skincare, obviously, I go with primer. I use the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I put a good amount, I go all over my face. Oh, and also these products that I'm using, I feel like you don't need to use these products to get my look. These are just the products that I've liked and that have worked for me. You can literally use any products that you have, but I feel like you just need to have the right technique to get such like a flawless outcome. But I really do like this primer though. I was gonna sleep after a long night out, and this primer held my makeup in so good to where I woke up looking like I just had put my makeup on. Sorry if you guys can hear the rain in the background. Supposedly there's this like hurricane that's happening right now. It's just a lot of rain. My window's like right here, so hopefully you guys can't hear it. Next up, I use the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I get just like a good amount, and I usually put it in my like T-zone type of areas. I usually go straight into my base of my makeup. But today, I'm gonna do my eyebrows first, and I never do my eyebrows first, but I think I need to today because that's another thing I was supposed to get done today was my eyebrows. They're really bushy right now. I'm supposed to get them done, but I couldn't also because of the hurricane. Everybody's all don't want to do nothing, taking this Sunday off, and I get it. I wouldn't want to work either. I want to see if I can kind of tame them. I'm gonna see if I can somehow get them to look nice before I actually finish my makeup. I use the e.l.f. Brow Lift. Oh my god, y'all, my eyebrows are so thick right now. They look like caterpillars. No. So onto the face. I'm gonna go in with e.l.f. Camo Color Corrector. This one's in the shade Peach. I've always had like really dark under eyes, so I'll go in and put this in the areas where I feel like I either have dark spots or like acne scars, and just blend that in. This is what it looks like with my color corrector. I feel like it just kind of takes the darkness away a little bit. Next up, I will be using my Fenty Beauty Skin Tint. I think it's Blurring Skin Tint. I put just a couple of drops on my hands. I go in with this brush. I always wet my brushes. I feel like it makes the makeup go on smoother. All over my face. And I just tap to blend it into my skin. A lot of people like to do those little swirlies, but I like to tap. I realize when it comes to my makeup, when I take my time and really just care for my makeup routine, it does come out better. So I think that's like my first technique that I would say is that I do. I like to really take my time because I've realized when I rush, my makeup does not come out the best. I really love this Fenty Beauty Skin Tint though. I've been using this though for a little while now. Another technique that I do use throughout my whole routine is I go from brush to beauty blender. So once I blend with my brush, I wet my beauty blender and then I go in again and just make sure that everything's blended out. Obviously not a freaking makeup guru. I'm not an MUA. Oh my god. Oh my god, an earthquake is happening right now. Huh, okay, anyways. Okay, I'm like rethinking my whole life. I'm like, what do I do? As I was saying, not a makeup guru. I feel like I barely know what I'm doing. I just do what works for me. I think this is my favorite part of my routine. I think this is what I get the most compliments on is my contour. So I use the LA Girl Pro Concealer for contour. I saw this hack like a long time ago and I've been doing it ever since. So I do the same thing I did with my skin tint. I put it right here. And then I get this little brush, okay? And I place it in the spot that I want it to go. I don't like to really use this and apply it or use like a brush and go like that. I like to have exactly where I want to put it, and I feel like it gives such a better look. I go my jawline, and then I do my forehead. My forehead I don't really mind because it's just, I'm just gonna put that. And then my nose. So I still have leftover right here that I'm gonna use. I'm just gonna place it, but I'm not gonna blend it. I go right here, right on my nose. I push up into like my eyebrow. Then I go on the sides and then a little over, so it looks like that. I just leave it like that. The technique I use is I go up. With my contour, I go up, and then if I need to clean it up later, I'll clean it up. I just dab and go up. Then I'll look really dark and kind of ridiculous for a second. But y'all need to just trust the process. Like, that's another thing that I had to learn, is I had to trust the process with my makeup. You really just have to go with what you know. And if you need to fix it later, fix it. Get my beauty blender. I'll make sure it's really in there. I did my hair right before this, so I'm really trying not to mess it up. I usually like to do my hair after I do my makeup, but since I was recording this, I was like, okay, I don't want to look super fugly. Then I'm gonna get another brush to blend in my contour. Like, my nose snatched. Next, I go in to conceal. I use two different concealers. Both of these are by e.l.f. I use a lighter and a darker. I go in with the darker first. I go in the corner and then on the side like that. And then I'll go in with the lighter in the middle. The forehead, the nose, just a tad. Like that. And then this, you guys. This is like #1 technique everybody needs in their life, okay? I go in the little corners of my mouth. And I put little slits. Slits that are eventually going to blend up to like that to get that snatched look. We'll do these little slits first. I just completely bring it up like that. Oh, I love that, you guys. I love that. Like this. Yes. Yes. Okay, let's start blending. A quick story time though. For those of you that don't know me, it's so funny that I'm how into makeup I am, because just a year ago, you guys, 1 year ago, 12 months ago, I didn't wear any makeup. Maybe a little over a year. I'm getting a little over a year ago. I didn't know anything about makeup. No one's ever taught me anything about makeup. And then my sister started getting into makeup, and then I was like, ooh, can I try? I eventually got so into makeup to where I started buying like all of my own. I'm gonna start blending this, by the way. I go into the corner first and then I blend out like this. I was like, oh my god, like I want to get into makeup. Like, how do I do all this? I didn't know anything, y'all. Like, my friends would talk about makeup all the time. I didn't know what they were talking about. I didn't really care to like learn anything. I just didn't feel the need. And one day I got so into it to where I was watching a lot of TikToks and like routines and kind of like learning on my own. And then a year later, look at me. I have my makeup down. I am also making this video because a lot of people have asked me, and a lot of my friends have asked me like how I do this or how I do that or what do I use for this and all of that. And they're like, you should make like a video. And I was like, I should. So this is me making my video. I like to just brighten the like bridge of my nose and the tip of it. For my under eyes, I have been using the One Size powder in Ultra Pink powder puff, and then I have to make sure that my under eyes do not crease. My under eyes crease so easily, so I'm just gonna make sure everything's blended in. I get my powder And then I just leave it right there. Then I blend the other side. And then I just leave the powder there while I bake the rest of my face. So to bake, use it's a little dirty. Do not mind how dirty it is. It's the Huda Beauty baking powder. I really love Huda Beauty powder. I think that's what gives me such like a matte, flawless finish. The powder. Your powder has to be good, y'all. Like if you have a really good powder, your makeup's not gonna, I feel like, turn out as good as you would think. If I use anything other than this powder, my makeup doesn't look the same. Pick a good powder, y'all. So for my powder, I go from inner corner to like where my piercing is, like that. Perfect. I bring it down a little. I do it to the opposite side. I let it sit and I let that just bake. Perfect. And I'll bring some right here also. For the rest of my face, I'll do my forehead. I don't really let my forehead sit. I kind of just press the powder into my forehead. And then I do my nose. I go from right under my eyebrow. I bring it down like that. While I let that sit, I'm gonna brush off the eye powder that I had on. I kind of tap and brush it off. Tap and brush. You can see it gives like a little pinky undertone, which I like. I get my big powder brush and I'm gonna brush this off. So when I brush it off, I kind of just go like that, and then I kind of bring it up to my face so that I have powder all up here. I'm gonna start doing my bronzer. I use the Physicians Formula butter bronzer. I just tap and then I like to place it right where my contour was, so you can see right there, it right here, make it look harsh, and then I'll blend it after. Then my forehead, and I bring it down here. I kind of do the whole 3 thing, you know, like that technique with the 3. Go to the jawline again. Just tap until I feel like it looks perfect. Then always get my beauty blender and tap. Now go in and brush this powder off. Okay, that's like the wrong brush to use. I'm gonna use a little one. Okay, there we go. Brush this powder off. You can see my nose still looks snatched, but we're going in with a little more, y'all. A little more. I get this brush, and then I kind of just go over where I already contoured earlier, just to make it a little more defined. Like there. That's how I look. This Huda Beauty powder makes it look like there's like a filter on your face. I go back and forth with blushes. Depends on what I'm feeling. I love a good peachy blush. That's my go-to. But for today, I feel like I'm feeling my pinks. Get this little fluffy brush and I love the darker one, but I mix both. So I'll go like dark, light. I go and just brush it on top of my cheekbone. And just tap. Oh my god, I love blush. Sometimes I feel like I put too much blush, but at the same time it's like, can you ever have too much? I just bring it up. Always bring up, y'all. You never want to go down. Okay. I go in with a little bit of highlight. I don't really do too much highlight. I've been using this Kylie Ice Me Out highlighter for like a little while now, and I really like it. I feel like I could do better, but I just haven't gotten around to buying a new one, so I've just been using this. For my highlight, tip of the nose, always. And then I bring a little bit up, but not too much. But tip of the nose. Whew. And then corners of the eye. Corners of the eye really just brightens your eye up. I'll do a little bit right here, but like barely. Just like a little. For mascara, I always use the Lash Paradise by, who even is this? Oh, L'Oreal. I take my eyelashes really seriously. First things first, I curl them. Don't mind my crusty, rusty, dusty eyelash curler. This is just my favorite one, and it's really dirty, but whatever. So I literally just curl like that, like barely anything. And then I get my mascara and focus. I always make a mess with my mascara, so I try my hardest to like take my time. This is gonna take me a while. Wow, look at that already. Now the other side. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. I do my bottom. This is one of the biggest techniques, y'all, that y'all need to all be doing. If you aren't doing this already, start now. Get your little blow dryer, whatever, something that heat your eyelash curler up. Heating up your eyelash curler will have your lashes like just perfect. Just don't burn yourself though, because I've done that a few times. Like, it really just helps your lashes just stay like in put. Because I feel like after time and time, especially when you're out, your lashes will fall. Not if you heat it up, girl. Setting spray. I usually do my setting spray before I do my mascara, but I forgot. So we're gonna do it now. I'm gonna try to like cover my eyes though. Oh, the setting spray I use is just this Milani one. I mean, I like it, but I definitely think that I could use a better one. I mean, it's not like great, but it's not like horrible either. Now for my favorite part, my really favorite part is my lips. I go back and forth a lot with different lip liners. I use a lot of browns. My favorite is Nude Truffle by NYX. But today I think I'm going to use a little darker one. I'm going to use Espresso. Espresso by NYX. This one is a little darker than the one I usually use. I start at my Cupid's bow first. I just line my normal like lip shape, and then I go in a little bit in the corners, so beside this. And then the holy grail. This is my go-to liquid lipstick. It's the Super Stay Vinyl Ink made by Maybelline. This is the color Captivated. Yeah, I use this every single time I go out. It does not come off. When it says Super Stay, it means Super Stay. So I get some. Oh, it smells so good too. But I love to touch up my lips. So I have a little touch up brush for my lips. Once I make sure everything's blended, I go over one more time to line my lips on the outside. So I have that like darker like outer liner. This is my full makeup routine. It gives very soft glam. This is my go-to makeup routine always. I hope you guys like the video.